What's up, confessors? Happy Sunday. It is the 1st of October. It's the first of the month. So let's wake up and let's get into these things. This video is not for kids, so if you are under the age of 18, you must go away, and it's time for us to kick it. Please like and subscribe to this video, and let's get into it, shall we? But of course, let me bring up the one I cannot do it without, the one and only Miss Dina, aka Christina, the receipt queen. Hey, boo, hey.
Hey.
How you doing, baby?
I'm here. I am here.
Okay, well, we are all here. Let us see what's going on. BB is throwing up them crowns and them waves. If you are new to this, you know the crown, throw up them crowns for the queen, and you throw up the waves for the receipt queen. Okay, and the reality queen is the crowns. If you're coming up in here and you new to this and true to this, but let's get into this crazy episode. Okay, football.
Oh, she was asking how our weekend was. So
yeah.
My team lost, but they put up a good fight today against the Eagles, and they took them into overtime, but they lost. So
We'll get them next time, Tyler.
next time.
There's always another time. You know it. Okay. What did I do this weekend? Yesterday. Oh my God, I had a time. Yesterday. I had a time. I'm doing a variety show in the morning before I go to work because I want to reveal what I got from some products that I just got in the mail from Here to Heal company. And I want to show my little gift bag I got from them. But I had a time last night. I hung out with my maybe I shouldn't say that. I hung out.
Just you hung out and had a good time.
Someone and some coworkers.
And had a good time.
I had a good time. I had a good time. I'll say that. No, because I hung out with my boss. She came over and we had drinks. And then when she left, her fiance left, then another coworker was over, Stacy, who I call my twin. Her boyfriend works at a bar and he does security, and his cousin does the door. So we went to this gay bar and got in free and got our drinks. We had a good time. It was so fun. But child, my girl Stacy, I love her to death. Phyllis family, hey, has made it in. I watched Love and Marriage last night. Look at that. Look at you watching stuff. We are now entering Tisha's delusional age. She fails to remember how quick people turn. I might be favoring Mel this season. Let's talk about that because you know the first half of the season, I don't know about you, Dina, and I'd love to know what you think. I watched and understood. I'm like, you know what? Mel ain't getting on my nerves this season. Right. Mel is being cool, calm, and collected this season. Mel is not my problem this season. And it was refreshing to actually say that. I'm happy she's not my problem for once.
No, because she was getting too much negative feedback for you to be, rolling with God. So you need to do what Jesus would do and calm your ass down.
Yes, okay. Perhaps that could have been the thing. Phyllis family says, I love gay bars. They are so fun. They are just, the people in there just be there to have fun, have a good time. They ain't worried about nothing or nobody, but trying to dance, get their dance on.
Get their drink on.
I know, and they love to scream the lyrics to the song in the club.
It's always a good time. Always.
I'm like, what is going on? Anyway, back to the show. Anywho, let's get in what I have in store. Let's go. First of all, we started off with the girls still going at Tisha. Now, me, if I'm having an event and people, especially my homegirls, the people that I feel I could trust that's in my circle, my group, how would you feel to receiving feedback? Now, mind you, Tisha's problem is she feels that they're not coming from a good place. Do you feel that they were coming from a good place, Dina?
It's
When
50
they gave her
50.
the feedback?
It's 50-50 because there's a time and a place and for everything, right? So at Tiffany's baby reveal, it is not the time and place to give Tisha feedback on her event. Y'all need to be telling Tiffany about why them people was late with the food. You know what I'm saying? Because had they been on time, we could have revealed baby Ace and he wouldn't have been hungry. Okay.
Right. Facts. Okay, to the point. Yes. Well, BB says Mel brought up valid points. Marsau was big scared that Mel and Tisha became friends again. Yeah, he is. It's that. Is this the one that one guy named Marsau? Yes, Marsau is the one we're talking about because Marsau does seem like an asshole. Everyone, yes. Oh, so they weren't playing the thumb hop music. Yeah, so everyone is so Phil's family, I know you used to watching the show. So yes, Marsau and Tisha, their storyline for the entire time that this show has been airing is that Marsau is cheating on Tisha. Tisha is naive. Tisha doesn't have her own mind. Marsau belittles her and just tries to keep her like as just a housewife and doesn't want her to have a mind of her own. When on the other hand, everyone feels that Tisha is delusional because she always backs up Marsau every time stuff comes out that he is cheating, and people have some type of evidence, but it ain't sticky evidence. I mean, you got the back of somebody's head. That's hardly nothing. Anywho, yeah, so that's that, and people feel that Tisha needs to stand up for herself more, and that's that. And everyone thinks Mel is jealous of Tisha or Tisha is jealous of Mel, depending on what side you land on. So that's what that's all about. What we learned, none of those ladies know how to say espo or even.
I didn't catch the events part. I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
Well,
she finally did say it right, but she got mad. She's like, I'm tired of talking about the expo. And I was like, yes, girl, yes. Finally.
Finally, she did it. Mm-hmm. Damn it. I don't know what it is about that, the whole Expo and event. Is it just how they say it or is it just her? I'm not sure. Because I don't know. It's just maybe because I'm a slight bit hard of hearing. So it don't really sound bad to me. But I do hear it, but yet it's not to the point where I'm like, damn, why the fuck can't she say it right? But when y'all make sure y'all be hearing that shit, I don't. Now I gotta go back and watch it. Martha should marry me. I think you meant to say Marsau. Oh, yeah, they do call him No, they call him Marsha. That's what they like to call Marsau. Marsha. When he acting like a bitch, especially according to Stormy. Speaking of that, I could not believe Stormy straight up said, "Nah, man, you Marsau, this is like a bitch. That's sad." And you know what? I can't even say nothing about that. Dina, how you feel? Do you feel that that's accurate?
Well, I said last week he giving me very much Peter Thomas vibes. Just like Kimmy was saying, you know, he didn't popped off at Mel, he didn't popped off at Stormy, he didn't popped off at Tiffany. It's like at some point in time, as a man, you got to sit back and be like, why am I even having these conversations with women? You know what I'm saying? Like that just really ain't your place. And and one of the things was when Tisha talking about, well, if you want to get the money from her, then you go over there. He should have just said, you know what, I'll holler at Courtney or something. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no business going over there and acting like a little hoe. And then just like the way, and I agree, the way he was like, oh, well, I just thought Mr. Fletcher had a pretty wife. I ain't know she did nothing
That
or
was some
whatever.
messed up shit. That was fucked
You know
up.
what I'm saying? It's like, these folks been around town and doing business for 30 something years or whatnot. You know who they are. It just seems like he just don't want to give a woman credit for doing anything, or just like how Mel was talking about, her owning 85% of the company, and people the husbands making the wives majority owner of the company so they can get government contracts and loans and grants and all that. First of all, that's fraud. And I'm with the rest of them. How you own 85% of the company and get kicked out your office?
And see, and how Mel and Nell,
when this dude finally blow up, and
the way Mel and Nell was breaking it, the way Mel and Nell was breaking it down, how some people will put the majority in the wife's name to get more loans and grants or whatnot, and all of this stuff. And I wonder if that is the case, because Marsau is very smart and manipulative and calculative in the business sector. So it is possible. Philip's family is spelled Marsau. Mars. Yeah. Marsau is how Marsau's name is spelled.
Should be Marho, but whatever. Heau.
Or maybe that's why she meant to spell it like that. Marsau. But he's been called Martha. I mean, he's had many names. Mel likes to call him. Mel called him Hips at the reunion last year, which was. Didn't she say something? She was like, "I'm not about to argue with legs, hips, and body," or something like that. I said, "You know what, Mel? I'm done with you." Marsau is the Peter of Huntsville. Tisha didn't correct her. Yes, that has been said plenty of time. Marsau is the Peter of Huntsville, and that's not a good thing. And that could be more than one at this point. If you think about it, Marsau could be the Peter of Huntsville. You could be talking about it as in how Peter always get into the women's stuff, or the fact that Peter's business ventures are bad. And you see, Mel loves to talk about when Marsau's business ventures go bad, because when she was talking to Nell, that's the first thing she went to when he talked about her t-shirts. Oh, well, he about to be bankrupt and all of this stuff. It's like, child, y'all both gotta stop it. Mel brought up a valid point concerning those PPP loans. So, yep, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, because I mean, just the way he was talking to her at the end, and then he talking about he doesn't have a high value on that industry yet. You're in the industry, and he's like, "Well, I'm just in it to make money." Like, that for me, if I was to see that and I had been supporting them, I probably wouldn't anymore, because like I support businesses because they're passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? Now we ain't talking McDonald's and Whataburger and shit like that, because I just be going there because I'm hungry. But I'm talking about when you
really make me want Whataburger.
Oh yes, Whataburger's so good. But like for example, when the place I take my dog to is their active military or veterans or something or other. It's a Black-owned business. They're passionate about what they do. So yes, I want to support them. Now, if they somewhere made a post and I saw, we just watching these dogs to make money, we don't even like dogs, my wife is allergic actually, then I would like, well, I wouldn't give them my money no more.
Exactly. Why would you say that? That's the most stupidest thing you can say. You ain't got no respect for that. Like, dude, then I ain't got no respect for you or your stuff anymore. Like, do you even drink your own black wine, chocolate in a bottle? Like, do you like clubs? You got a whole cigar lounge. Like, do you even really Do you really like cigars, or do you just smoke them
And
because you
he
got a cigar
probably
line?
just hangs out there because people will say that he's there, and then other people will come to take pictures with him, or to say they went there or something like that if they in the town visiting, yada yada, whatever. But that just really didn't do it. Just I made me not like him even more. I mean, you already got a bad attitude. I don't like you chomping off at the women, and now you like, well, I'm just doing this to make money. But let's be clear, and Mel was very right. And even when they go into the preview, they would have never touched the things that they touched or had the finances to do the things that they do if before we even got to the show, if Mel and Martell hadn't been doing business with them, and then they got the show, and then now you got Black, and you got the t-shirts and the mugs and the Espo and all this stuff. Like, you got to take into consideration, I'm not saying you're supposed to get him credit for everything you do, but let's be clear, you know what I'm saying? It's just like the first person who ever gave me a sales job. Like, yeah, I was in the hotel industry, but that was a level up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not that they want to take credit, but if that person had never opened the door, then how much longer it would have took me to get to where, I'm at now. So you gotta give credit where credit is due, and you gotta.
And I think that's all Mel really wanted.
I don't know. It's
that's all she really wanted, and that's why it escalated so much. Because Marsau had, I think if it was just, I wonder if it was just Martell that put him on, would he have had a problem with just saying, "Oh, thank you, Martell"? But I wonder if it's because Mel is a part of it, and Mel is like a bigger part of it because Mel knew more and had more going on in order to make the business happen for her and Martell. I wonder, like, do you have a problem saying thank you because it's Mel that helped the most a lot for you?
I don't know if it's my computer or yours, but you real choppy, and I heard barely nothing you said. There you go. You wasn't in choppy.
Oh, usually when I know I'm choppy, my Wi-Fi signal going on, but I ain't got one going on. I don't know. But yeah, so I just feel like now you're gone. Now she's gone. Hey, kiss my cheeks. Hey, girl. Hey. Baby Ace is me watching this episode. Child, Baby Ace was all of us watching this episode because he was looking at them like they was like the three witches. Like, who is these bitches? They just opened a Whataburger down the street from our apartment. We do not have a Whataburger here. I've never even heard of it until Dina started talking about it every time she goes back to her hometown, whatever, she stops through at Whataburger. And I'm like, what the fuck's a Whataburger? And she be talking about it all the time, and now I want one. Shit, I want a burger right now. Any burger right now. Shit. We have a pizza place like that. Hopefully Dina will be back. So obviously her computer probably hot, making fun of her. Anyway, we have a pizza place like that in Nashville called Slim and Huskies. I haven't eaten there yet, but those men are passionate and they make quite a bit of money. Yeah, they're passionate about their craft, aren't they? So now I wonder how much more money could Marsau be making in his... Jesus, my lighting is so weird. Why does that keep happening? So I wonder how much more could Marsau really be doing in his ventures if he was really passionate about the shit that he do. So now it's like, I don't want to support and do nothing. I hope Tisha is least passionate about the shit that she do. Like, do she even care about this? I wonder. I know all the Tisha cares about her mommy podcast more than anything because she loves being a mommy and all of that and talking about all that good stuff. But now I just wonder, see, they can't, the Scots can't be doing that.
Right.
I mean, y'all want to keep y'all business afloat.
I would be very, very thankful if somebody had put me on to one, they was making money before they got the show, right? You know, they was building and doing this, that, and the third or whatever. So then two, you get the show. Now you getting money from the show, appearances, and then you have a fan base that you can promote your wines and t-shirts and facial products. And I mean, even look at Courtney and Stormy. They was making money long before they got on the show.
Yes.
But now
like they had
have
real
a wider
shit going
audience to a broader audience, you know what I'm saying, to make even more money. But you can tell they passionate about it because they still working in the warehouse. They ain't sitting behind no corporate offices or whatever, acting like they too good to go down and work on the line.
Right. Exactly. And that's real. See, that's real leadership when you allow to do the work with your people, not watch your people do your work for you. That you'll never get ahead that way. And I see that meme all the time on Instagram, actually, because it shows a picture on top and a picture on bottom, and it shows a picture on top of, you know, the leader just watching the employers do it, and then the picture at the bottom shows the leader actually leading the employees in doing it. Like, this is how you do it. I'm doing it with you. I'm getting my hands dirty. And I feel that's exactly how you learn to be a great business person within that business. You got to know every single aspect and position within that company from the bottom up. Exactly. And I always say, don't sit behind your desk and tell me what I need to be doing on the floor if you ain't ever been on the floor before.
Right, because I say all the time, I'm never gonna ask my team to do something I'm not willing to do. If we gonna, if I want y'all to steam the linen so they're not wrinkled because we got a big event or whatever, I'm gonna sit down on the floor and we gonna get all the steamers out and do it because it's on me as well as it is on y'all. And I think that's why, you know, me and my team get along so well, because I'm not gonna, we need to flip a room, we need to flip some tables. I didn't serve, I didn't flip tables, I didn't change linens, I didn't move tables around, all kind of stuff, because, you know, I'm gonna get down through there with them.
Right, exactly. But now let's talk about Miss Nell, because Nell loves to run her mouth. Nell loves to go back and tell it. I don't understand why they keep telling Nell stuff, knowing she is. They must want her to go back and tell it, because they know that she is.
Right.
Mel got no problem. Let's watch a little bit of this, because, you know, Love and Marriage Huntsville, the account on Instagram, they be putting like the full entire scene up. So we're just going to watch a little bit of the logistics real quick here.
Overall, I thought it was great. Oh, man, the food was amazing. Girl, I had me so many chocolate strawberries. That waffle was good.
Oh, for the most part, I had a good time. Of course, you know.
Now, you were feisty at the reveal now. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody just finna say anything to you.
If I feel like
you
rub me the wrong way.
But I could tell Tisha done rubbed you the wrong way.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe that you did not know that I owned a daycare center. You did not know that it was right around the corner from you, really.
You said Fletcher called Marsau the day before the expo.
He did.
And he didn't say, but y'all come on or anything like that.
He said none of that. Like, and that's when I told Fletcher, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They don't want us there. You know, we have supported them.
When y'all were buying cases of black champagne in a bottle, you know, and then y'all have patronized their business a few times.
Exactly. Me and Fletcher, it's always at black. She never knew that we were supporting them like that. So I don't know what she knows part of the business and what she don't know, but she says she owns 85% of it. If I own 85% of something, I'm going to know what the hell going on inside the establishment.
Boom.
All y'all business y'all in together? What's the percentage?
50-50.
In all of your business?
Yes. What percentage do you own of the company?
85%.
So you own 85% of the company that you've been kicked out of.
So let me say this. You know, whenever Martell and I used to have a company together, we had started getting into government contracting.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, how does that make any sense possible? 85%? 85. What? There is no way that Marsau is letting Tisha own 85% of that company and for no reason.
Right. Hold on. I'm finna see. Hey, Siri. Mm-hmm. What is the population of Huntsville, Alabama? 200,574. So they just like double the size of the little city that I live in. So there ain't no way in hell with 200,000 people that you don't know these people and what their businesses are. I refuse to.
And right around the corner, even if it was that big, if y'all right around the corner, you know your neighborhood. If you want to give back to the community so much, you would know the community. So you have got to know that they come on now. And then you're going to turn around and say, well, I don't know what y'all do or whatever. Then why did you invite them in the first place at the shower?
And how is it that people keep saying that? Just like they said, well, I don't know what Tiffany do. Like, have y'all not been to support nothing that these people have done? Have y'all not had conversations? Usually when you meet a new set of friends or whatever, be like, and you're networking because y'all business people, right? Well, what is it that you do? What is it that you do? What is it that you do? Y'all all got kids and y'all all need daycare because y'all ain't never got your damn kids.
See what I'm saying? So somebody knows something. I mean, it just makes no sense. And I'm sure they got to have a commercial, a billboard, something about, their businesses. I mean, if they've been, if they're calling themselves the original OGs, then they know what they're doing. And there is no way that, I still love that dig that they said the original OG, but they know damn well that the Fletchers got something going on. But for Marsau in that comment, just a pretty wife, like Marsau, you really just dug yourself a hole.
Man, I don't know what it is with him. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's like when you deal with like Middle Eastern. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I remember we had the Saudi Air Force at our hotel in Las Vegas, and we weren't allowed to speak to them. Even though our whole sales department is women, the general manager had to speak to them to get the signed contract. They don't do business with women at all.
Exactly. Right.
And he need to go on over there and join them because we don't do that over here. You're in the wrong country.
You know what I'm saying? But BB says, thank you, Tina. We are a small city. Tisha knows what Tiffany does. And that's true. They know what everyone does. But at some point, you always hear Marsau or Tisha saying, well, I don't really know what you do.
That was my point before we got sidetracked with the population of, if I go into a networking event or I'm always in network mode, right? So I'm always like, I got space, I got hotel rooms. What can I do for you or whatever? So I would be like Stormy and Courtney, like, oh, y'all do this beauty thing. Do y'all do seminars? Do y'all, whatever? And I still, not that I have looked, I don't know what Tiffany do either. I haven't went and looked, but I would say to her, well, what type of business are you in? And she's like, oh, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a PR. Like, oh, do you hold classes or something? I got space, like all these people, like with them doing the Black Expo, I got a convention center. Y'all want to have it here? Let me show y'all what I can do. Like, I would be going around the room, even if it's just meeting people out for dinner. And then there's a certain time you stop talking about business, and that's when you get into personal. Oh, how long y'all been married? How long y'all been in the community? Blah, 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 whatever. So I just can't sit up here and say that y'all been on this damn show for umpteen years and you still don't know what this woman do.
Exactly. Come on. Especially when you get to know someone, when you just general conversation, and if Tisha's trying to, or if Tisha and Nell are trying to build any type of communication relationship or whatever, one of the first go-to icebreaker things you're going to talk about is what do you do? You know, anything like that. You're going to talk about work and you're going to talk about family. That's one of the two things that are definitely going to come up when you first meet someone and you're trying to get to know someone. So to sit there and point out the fact that you didn't know is crazy, because they have been on the show, you know, as mutual friends to the show, many seasons now. So you talking about all this time you ain't never looked into or asked anybody or wondered, like, what do the Fletchers do? Come on, please.
Okay, so here it says, somebody asked the question, what does Tiffany Whitlow do for a living? Tiffany is an innovator and entrepreneur with 10 years of business management expertise. She's experienced in all aspects of business formation, operation, strategic messaging, and marketing.
Okay, so Tiffany has this business that she has called Now Included, and it is and it's actually an app that there's also an app for it. There's an app for that. I actually have the app, and it's actually a very good app. It talks about it's very helpful for people of minority, especially Black people, in health, and what's good for Black people's health, and what is the types of the right medications you should be taking. It's just a place, a community where you can talk to other people. You can talk to physicians, nurses, and people who are expertise in the field that know about this and answer questions for you. And of course, it is free of charge. And, you know, they have a lot of things and events that they have going on. It's really a good thing that is going on. But the app is, in this website, is called Now Included. They have there is a IG account for it. I think it is in Tiffany's bio. So Tiffany does something. She does have a job. She does have a job.
Right. And so when I was scrolling through the other people question, so they said that Mel makes about $56,000 an episode. How much do you think everybody else make?
Who's make $56,000? What?
Mel makes $56,000 an episode.
Okay, then I'm sure she's getting the highest. So I'm sure everybody else probably like 40, 45 or something. God, this lighting. I gotta get better lighting.
Yeah. And where was y'all gonna get that money without her? I'm just saying. Not that I'm a big Mel fan. I mean, she don't get on my nerves this much this season either, because last couple seasons I just was done. But if you think about it.
I mean, what's up, Doran Hill? Thanks for joining. Who deserves it? She's who deserves what?
Probably Mel, talking about Mel's money. Now, see this right here. Oh. That too.
The Fletchers are in real estate, and so are Marsau and Tisha. They had to run into it. Boom! Boom, 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 boom.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Boom.
This is how I know for a reason why. So every month where I live, the Lawton Board of Realtors, they have a luncheon every month, and they discuss all of the new things in real estate, laws, changes, new listings, whatever, networking, blah, 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 whatever. Every month they have this luncheon. Then they have one that's bigger, that's a quarterly luncheon, and then they have a Christmas party, and they have a board of directors. So you can't tell me now. I know that this little town that I'm in of 97,000 people, and they have at least 100 people at this board of realtors luncheon. So I know if y'all double the size down over in Huntsville, Alabama, that there is some type of, Huntsville Realtors Association or whatever.
Oh, definitely.
And y'all mixing and mingling, and now you
I'm sure you've seen their signs, because real estate people have signs, with their names on it, their company and everything.
I don't even do real estate, and I know there's some place here called Insight, and they own or leasing or renting out, selling everything, because I see they signs in front of properties and open lots all the damn time, and I'm not even in real estate.
See what I'm saying?
So that's just dumb to me.
That is. And then I'm thinking, as far as Tisha, you are a mommy. You have the mommy podcast, all of that. You have mothers that are listening to you. Mothers, married mothers, single mothers, all types of mothers. So especially single mothers who I know are probably looking for daycare and stuff of that nature. You would think you would be looking out, finding out, talking about the daycares in your area, especially if it's just one right around the corner from you, boo. That's what I don't understand. Like, how y'all not know what? Okay, and say that they do run into each other because of the real estate. Okay, and they could say, "Oh, well, that's Chris Fletcher. I didn't know." If Nell isn't doing it too, like, okay, but you ain't ever asked. Like, that's just one of the questions you would ask, or you would just. It just makes no sense to me.
It just makes no sense.
It's just
because
asinine.
I drive down one street and I can tell you that two streets to get, or three to get to work. I can tell you there's a daycare right down the street over here, and then on the main street there's a daycare right next to a puppy daycare. So how you not know? And I'm pretty sure at some point in time when they became more prominent characters and whatnot, you're like, okay, we're gonna bring on Nell and Chris is in real estate. Martell's living off the homes he sell, and then we gonna bring in Nell, that's his wife, she owns a daycare, and they've been business in Huntsville for 20-30 years or whatever, blah blah blah. Like, you can't tell me that didn't happen.
That's what it's just don't make sense.
Like, they didn't come to the set one day, 2 or 3 seasons ago, and Chris and Nell Fletcher just popped up and nobody knew who the hell they were.
Marsau and Tisha didn't want the Fletchers there. They are legitimate pieces of people. Marsau is a hater. And that's what I'm saying. They just simply did not want them there. Period. That's all it was to it.
Real recognize real.
Because you know how in a public setting you will say, "Oh, you should come to the event," or whatever. But you say that to a lot of people. You really don't mean that, and you really don't think they gonna show up or come back to you about it. And of course, no, they didn't just show up or whatever they asked you about. Like, you didn't even extend further. Like, you said something, but you wouldn't even say shit. And it's just like, come on, y'all know better than that. Hold up, no, Marsau was full of it. He knows what Nell did or didn't. He didn't forget when he used Chris Fletcher as excuse for the back picture. Boom. If I could light up fireworks around this comment right here. You see what I'm saying? That's why I help make it make sense for me. Is the chickens are not clucking around here. They're just not. They're not clucking. There's nothing happening here. I think that Marsau is just completely, I don't know, how could I say this? I would love to see him and Tisha together in a setting with another married couple that's been married longer than them. I don't know why they feel, because they hold their title really, really dear to their heart, that they're the Scots, 1.0, and they've been married for 17, 18 years, how many it's been. But we know the Fletchers have been married for 20 plus years and going strong. And the moment Tisha, asks about the fidelity situation, Marsau was ready to shut that down. He don't want Tisha to have nothing to do with them. I feel like Marsau is just threatened by anything that could make Tisha realize that Marsau is, in fact, Marsau.
Well, here's the thing. What happens is, and I experienced this myself when I was young and in a relationship, and you hang around certain people and you don't think anything is wrong with your relationship because they just as equally toxic. And then you go and you start hanging around healthy couples, and you see the loving husband and the loving wife and equal partnership and respectfully talking to both both partners respectfully talking to each other. And then you start looking at your marriage like, what the hell we doing over here? You know what I'm saying? I thought this was normal, but okay, no, it's not. You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why I give Mel a very valid point of, if she was strong enough to leave Martell, because we all know that a lot of this infidelity crap was going on long before the show. Yeah. And I think Marsau is definitely afraid that if the side pieces or one night stands or quarterbacks or linebackers or whatever start coming out the woodworks or whatever, then she's already said cheating is off the table.
Exactly. Now we see coming up in the later episodes to come that we're gonna have a whole sneak into that whole thing where Marsau was questioning her and she acting like she, I don't know what to say. I plead the fifth, and it would be really nice.
That's how they edited it to make us keep watching, and then it's
right, of course. But like I said, it would be really nice if she did give him a taste of his own medicine. But we know that's never going to happen.
Like, even if she didn't, dodging the question and talking around circles like he do, yeah, that's what you need. Ruffle his feathers a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just slightly. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Marsau is the same husband who wanted Tisha to rent a home and rent an apartment. Oh, that's so true. That is so true. That is very true. But we all know she might be used to that because it's always been said that he had an apartment on the side, the upstairs of Maurice's practice was supposedly a place of some
inappropriate
going on to KK, hey baby. It had going on too. So it's just like Marsau.
If that's what I get, because I think there's a movie called Hall Pass that's about to come out or something like that. But if that's
they're about to redo it, because there's also a movie. There's also already a movie out called Hall Pass.
It's a new one though, where the wife gives her husband a hall pass, and then she ends up doing something after she told him she wasn't gonna do nothing. I forget who's in it, but it's more of an African American cast. So I know that.
They blacked it. That's cute. Yeah, they blacked it.
I forget the name of it. I'll Google in a second when I get my thought out. But what I'm saying is, if that's how you keep your marriage spicy, you know what I'm saying, then just say that. Or get off damn TV. If you don't want nobody to know your business, one, don't do it in the first place. Two, don't be on TV, because everybody and anybody, now not me unless you piss me off, I'm not digging through your business because I don't really give a blank about it. But y'all out here with this image, and everybody knows when you start to act villainous and acting crazy, people are gonna go and dig to the core of the earth to find something bad on you.
Right. And yes, goes to say Stormy was definitely right. Oh, and then another one, Phil. Stormy is spelled with an I. This probably bring you up to code because I know you're new to the show. But girl, yeah. But I'm glad you watching. Mel brought up a valid point. Coming. We already did that.
Now I forgot what I was supposed to Google.
Come back. I always wonder why Martell was not told on Marsau. Know what?
What was I supposed to Google? I just forgot.
I don't remember.
Somebody tell me what I was supposed to Google.
What was you supposed to Google? Were we Googling something? Who were we just talking about?
We was talking about Marsau, and then I said I'm gonna Google it in a minute when I get my thought out. Then I got my thought out, and I forgot what I was supposed to Google.
I forgot too. Shoot.
Oh Lord Jesus, I'm old.
I'm old and high. So okay. And I'm recovering from yesterday. So I'm a little slow today. I didn't get the comeback right that I was supposed to get, kick back right. or none of that shit. Maybe I think they are on the down low allegedly. Are you talking about Martell and Marsau? Oh shit. Dory, what? Oh my. What where did that accusation come about? Please explain, my dear. I would love to know. My goodness gracious. My gosh. Because I don't want to see that. I don't want that vision. Don't do that to me. Oh my man. Oh my. It's not even my eyes, but my brain. Like, I don't know what's going on inside my head right now with the vision. Oh my Lord, help me, Jesus. I need a drink. Google where your Inex wine. You know what? Let's do something. Let's go to the let's see how Ines wine is doing. Is it even? Because I heard it was not doing last time I heard. You can still buy now. Oh, you can buy a 12-pack for $468. Now, who is doing that? Who's doing that? A 6-pack for $234. A 3-pack for $117. I need to talk to someone. Contact us. Your name, your email. Okay. CKK, look what you got me doing. I don't even be thinking about this wine until you go and say something and make me mad and want to cut somebody out. How long has it been since I've been waiting on this wine? Because it's asking me your message. I've been waiting on my wine. Has it been 2 years or 3? Has it been 2 years or 3? 2? It can't be more than 2. I believe they all are. They all on the down low? Like all the men on the shoulder? Wait, what? Please elaborate on where this came from. Where is Wanda or Stormy's mom or Kankles? My goodness. If you mean where is Wanda or Stormy's mom or Miss Van, BB, I cannot stand you. Okay, I've been waiting on my bottle for 2 years. I have not received or gotten a refund. I want one or the other.
Look, I'm trying to rewind back real quick so I can see what I was supposed to Google. Hold on.
Okay, I wrote, I've been waiting on, hold on, forgot the word my. I've been waiting on my bottle for 2 years. I have not gotten it, or I have not received it. I have not received it or gotten a refund. I want one or the other! Exclamation point. KK says this forever. I heard that you can't put the wine in the cart. Shut up. Okay, I'm about to send this and then I'm going to see if I can put it in the cart. Okay, my message was successfully sent. You probably can't see this. Hold on. I want to show y'all. It's successfully sent. The stupid light. Well, fuck it. I sent it. I'm going to take a screenshot and save it. Anyway, okay, let's go and see if I can put it in the cart. Let's see if I can put anything in the cart. Okay, let's shop. Back to homepage. Buy now. We're just gonna go. Okay. One bottle is $40. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, add to cart. I was able to add. I added. It says one bottle, remove. Let's see what happens when I go to checkout. Checkout. Your items are available in, let's see if one of them is Michigan. Nope. Mine isn't available in Michigan, but this chart was not available when I went in when I ordered it way back then. They have now put this chart up. But yeah, you cannot see it. But I cannot get it in Michigan. I can get it in Illinois, which is the closest. But nope, can't get it in Michigan. So they should have said that instead of taking my money. Let me remove this shit because I am not buying it and I don't even want to make the mistake of buying it. I know one thing, they don't let you remove it from the cart once you put it in there. So yeah. But yeah, right. Who the hell is buying a 12-pack or a 6-pack of wine, of Inez wine? Forever. Exactly, KK. Forever. He should be able to pay his rent, being that he's scamming. He should be able to pay his rent, his kids tuition. The kids should be able to, all kids should be able to go to private school. Even now, he should be able to go to private daycare or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? It's just really bothering me. Horse, I'm making an eloquent message. You know that message is going right to Ariane. Ariane, can I get my wine? You was sipping on it saying it was so good in the car that day when y'all put him, when he finally decided to go on your live. So can you tell him to give me my wine? Okay, maybe they fix it. I hope you see. I hope so, but you see how they won't let me take it out they won't let me take it out the car. Martell is a joke at this point. Really, really is. Okay, did we talk about everything that went on? Oh, this.
No sugar, no cream.
You want black coffee, no sugar, no cream?
Get it.
Well, they're gonna come out. Is that all right?
Yeah. How's everything going? What you been up to?
Man, working.
Mm-hmm.
It's like things are moving in the right direction. I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. And you?
Going well.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I like the enerzy, man. I like it.
Yeah.
I like
It's
it.
fake.
I'll be
You
honest
cannot
with
tell?
you.
Please be.
I made a conscious decision because this wasn't my energy at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about it and I said, you know, what would Miss Carol, the lady who kind of oversaw the tea party I did, what would she recommend I do? And how would she want me to converse pertaining to how I'm feeling? And so I just made a conscious decision to go that route instead of going that route.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Not necessary.
It's not necessary. You know why? Because we're intelligent adults.
You a punk.
And I'm pretty sure when you say something or when I say something, it's back with some kind of reason.
So, well, let's talk about the reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why I wanted to invite you. I was at Tiffany's baby reveal, and Miss Nell kind of pulled me to the side and we were talking. And she said, Fletcher and I went out to dinner with Tisha and Marsau, and she began to share with me the things you had to.
First of all, I love how she showed up in a t-shirt of her own as he was talking the shit. That's just pure male fashion.
A lot of times when people communicate, they have a tendency to embellish. First of all, I didn't call you by name, and it was part of a larger conversation.
Okay.
We were talking, and they said, well, I heard that it didn't go well because you guys didn't want to pay. And so I'm like, no, that's not it right there. And at that point, it's like, I'm paying somebody. Who am I paying? What am I paying you to talk about? I'm not gonna pay you to talk about your t-shirt business.
You know, I do have t-shirts that
no one was
I
talking-
sell. However, I think you and I both know that my business acumen goes far beyond the t-shirt business. And why is it necessary to attempt to throw any jab?
See, here's the thing. It's not an attempt to throw your jab. I shared my opinion, and unfortunately, it affected you.
So your opinion is that I have a t-shirt business.
No,
is that correct?
No, my opinion is, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
My opinion is that I don't value that business. Okay? And so
What business?
I don't have a high opinion of the product's business. I have especially when it relates to the community.
That's what you've been trying to get in is e-commerce. That doesn't make sense.
And I don't have a high opinion of that business.
Yeah. So what?
I don't have a high opinion of the business that I'm in. I sell, I'm telling you right now.
Oh, so if you don't have a high opinion of the business that you in,
One of the business I'm in.
What the hell are you in it?
To make money, Mel.
See what I'm saying? And that is going to be the downfall of it all at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Your passion is never going to surpass the point where you just want to make money off of it. Because you have no passion for it. And I think he just messed himself up when this aired. Because if anyone's thinking like us, don't nobody want to support that.
Nope, not at all.
Nobody. Point blank, period. This scene made no sense the way they chopped it. Who orders a drink? That's what I'm saying. Then she was like, they're going to bring it out to you if that's okay. Like, what did that mean? Like, you can tell it was very chopped weird because I didn't get that part. The pass. Okay.
And it's got Grusador in it.
Oh, shit. Oh, yes. Okay. Yep. I remember now.
And
okay.
I want to say, I think this is the movie that maybe Todd and Candy directed or something.
It is. Yep. That's the one. I do want to see it because I do want to see her acting skills and how.
Oh yeah, it was written by Todd.
Okay, Todd. Okay, Todd. Okay, Todd. You know, Mama. You know, Candy's mama gives him a lot of shit, but you know, he does his thing. He stuck up beside Candy and not just, you know, even though Candy helped him get on, but he has helped her with her shit and they've gotten it together. So I don't know why.
But here's the thing, Todd was directing, writing, and producing and all that stuff when he met her. So the thing about that is that he was getting money. He might not have had as much money as she had, but
right.
he could get money.
Exactly. That's all that was. But somebody like Marsau, he could never be appreciative of something like that. And I just feel like that's just going to be his complete entire downfall at some point.
Yeah, because people are going to be like, oh, do you really want to own black? Or did you just put that here to make money off the community? Do you really want to sell t-shirts or you just put that there to make money? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even in, like, you know, they're in real estate and stuff. People see that like, dude, is you really invested in making this real estate, or is that something you want to do to make money? Because I mean, I'm in sales and I could easily transition to real estate. I just don't like taking that long to make money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, you know, I sell contracts every day where, you know, unless you're just in a big booming real estate place, you might be getting contracts weekly, you know what I'm saying? And you got to work hard for the $1 million contracts, you know what I'm saying? So it's a different ball game. So if you're not passionate about it, I say that from the customer service person, the waiting on the table, the checkout counter person, the airline attendant or whatever. If you're not passionate about your job, go find something else to do. Because don't be messing up my day when I'm trying to patronize your establishment and you just here for a check. Because I don't go to work just to get a check. I mean, the check is nice, but I go to work because I like doing what I do.
So, on the next episode, we see the continuation of Marsau and Mel having their talk, and we are going to see Bartell and Fletcher having a conversation about Marsau, and we're going to see Tiffany, and we're going to finally see Tiffany, and Lewis is finally here, and we're going to see Tiffany and Lewis talking about how he told her this was how it's going to be, and this is what you wanted, boo boo, and now look at you. So, but I really just wanted to take a moment of the man of the hour, which is Ace, and this face that,
and he was giving what needed to be gave. He was giving, because he was looking at like, why y'all here?
He was like, like, who is y'all bitches? Like, I don't trust none of y'all. Like, I know who all y'all was when my mama was talking about all y'all my stuff when I was in the stomach. Shit, I know you bitches. I got all you bitches. See, but he is so cute though. But this face took it all.
Man,
George says Todd had his own money. You're absolutely right. He didn't have as much as Kenny, but he was not broke. Exactly.
And he had the potential to make money. Like, some people think that you got to be up front in on center stage to make money, but people will tell you the songwriters, screenwriters, directors, producers, they make big money. They don't have to be in front of the screen or on the main stage to make money. They make money, and them royalty checks be kicking, because truth be told, that's how Candy and Tiny got a lot of their money when they wrote them 2 songs for Destiny's Child.
You know, exactly. See, when you a businesswoman, when you a real businesswoman, you real businessman, you know how to work that shit.
Exactly.
You know. Big Lou trying to tell Tiffany that they didn't need another child. Baby Ace is so cute. Exactly. He tried to tell her. He tried to tell her for the longest. But this is what she wanted. He knew because you know, when you a man, you know your wife, as you should. And sometimes when you thinking with just wanting a baby, as Tiffany was, she wasn't thinking about the outcome of it all. And that Big Lou has always done what he's always done. He runs the compound. He runs that business, the compound. You know, he's a freaking coach. He's busy. He has a whole team that he coaches and everything that your son is a part of. So relax. You gotta had known that this was going to come, Tiffany. You knew that, but you wanted this baby so bad. You was thinking and hoping and wishing and praying. But that's not reality, boo.
Well, here's the thing. Now, we have seen many movies made about football and coaches and whatnot, and everybody knows that, especially if you want a team like an NFL team or even a college team that travels a lot. And sometimes, if, like, for example, when you live in a city like Huntsville, Alabama, you might be what'd you say?
Oh, I was just telling Monique, yep, you late as hell.
You might be traveling to other cities to play, because like you only have like maybe 2 high schools, or I don't know what he does, high school, college, whatever, but you might only have 2 high schools in a city that small, maybe 3, and you can't just keep playing them. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to other cities and things like that, and travel on the road to, to play games or, whatever. So this been going on for however long y'all been married. Like, if you not finna quit working, what made you think that he was gonna quit his coaching job? I mean, somebody got to make the money. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I ain't above getting a nanny, or maybe a mama or a sister, cousin, somebody to come in and help or whatever, because y'all still need to make this money, because y'all still
Nell's daycare.
I'm sure they take infants as soon as, I know I went back to work. It was a home daycare, but I think I went back to work 3 weeks after my last child, because, the bills was coming. They didn't give a damn if I had a baby, and they took babies that little. So yeah.
See what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. What team he coaches for while I'm Googling.
Easily just. But hey, So next week will be very interesting. So y'all make sure y'all come for that. And Monique, come on, girl. You know it's always the same time, 10-9 Eastern. Be here on time. Every time, it's the same time, same day. We try to make it so y'all understand and remember where y'all ain't got to go looking to see when we on. We try to stay stable in our schedule. Y'all always know that we are always on at 10-9 Central at night together, whether it be on my channel or Dina's.
I'm gonna say this real fast because I can't believe this woman thought that her husband was gonna do this. Okay, so I googled it. He's the assistant coach, pitching coach for Alabama A&M Athletics. Girl, did you think this man was giving up his job to watch the baby?
That's what I'm saying.
He's probably out there. They have to go on scouting trips. I don't know what the Big 12, Pac-10. I don't know what division they conference they in or whatever. But yes, girl, now see. At first, I thought maybe he was just coaching high school. Girl, he Alabama.
No, he's a coach. Like,
high school coaches coach, but they still travel. But he with Alabama A&M coaching. Girl, please don't giving them no good money like that.
Everything. Like he be coaching.
And there ain't no off season in college athletics. There ain't no off season because there's the regular season. Then you got training. Then you got scouting, drafting, all that. Girl, sit down somewhere.
Yep. Plus the other stuff that he does, doing with the his son's team and having and running the compound. Like
so you know what she should have
running stuff. He's got shit to do.
Until I had grandbabies. Whenever I got baby fever, there was always some girl or somebody at the church or the work or somewhere in the community, and I'd be like, "Girl, I babysit. You want to go to the club? I babysit." And that'll go on for a little while, and then they get too big, and I'd be like, "Okay, they too big. They don't want to sit still. Bring them back when they 5, when they can talk." Okay. So yeah, that's what she should have did. She should have went and borrowed a baby on the weekends or whatever, and then you can give it back so you can take your ass to work.
I don't know what she was thinking. I think, I understand though, actually from another point, the fact that he had a child from a previous marriage, you had a child from a previous marriage, and y'all wanted to, really officially blend your family by having a child together. I get that, but it should have been reasonable within time,
right?
Even though you didn't have time. But
my sister did that same thing. My nephew was 14, and then she popped out 2 back to back. Like one was born in August, and I think the next one was born the next November. So she popped them out, boom, boom, back to back. Like, girl, you was almost free. You had 4 more years, and then you went and added 18 more.
See,
that's like being in jail and you about to get out in 2 days, and then you go stab somebody. You stupid. That's why
she said she loves being a mom, and I understand that. And she's like a really good mom, and she does love it. But you should have known that Big Blue had other things to do. I mean, it's because he has that, doing all of that, able to bring that money home and help you bring in that income that you were even comfortable to feel that you could bring another child into this family and raise it and take care of it. So you got to just think of all the aspects, but all she could see was baby. And I can feel that.
I mean, hey, I've been there. I get to going into some of these stores and looking for something and get stuck in the baby section, and $300 later, I'm shipping stuff off to Vegas. I get it.
It happens. It happens to the best of us. Hey, what can you do?
But
hey, it is what it is. Okay, y'all, that will wrap up this episode of this live. Make sure y'all come back next week to see all that happens, because next week gonna be a really good episode. Make sure I come back tomorrow night and say what's up to us as we do Mayhem Monday on this channel at 10-9 Central every night, Monique. Every night. Oh, it's 10-9 Central. Okay.
On Monday. Every Monday.
Every night on Monday. Okay, good night, good night. Make sure y'all come and join us Tuesday on Dina's channel for Jocelyn's Cabaret and baddies that we got going on. Okay,
yeah, as soon as Zeus gets they shit together, because can't nobody.
Yeah, they said they're working on it.
Yeah,
they say they're working on it.
Can't even watch it. Yeah.
So hopefully by Tuesday we'll be able to view it and we will get into it. So y'all make sure. And I'm gonna try. I can't promise, but I'm gonna try to wake up and do a variety show tomorrow before I go to work. So around 11 o'clock, hopefully, if I can wake up early enough, because I got like 4 shows to watch after I get off of here tonight. Because I gotta watch the 2 episodes of Sons, and then I want to watch Big Brother. And then I could wait for Big Brother. I could watch that at work, actually. And then Billions. I love that show. Does anyone watch Billions? Let me know if y'all watch Billions. That's just such a good show. I love Billions, but this is the last season, and it's like 4 episodes left. But okay, y'all, we had a blast with y'all as always, but we must go now. Why is my thing weird right here? I did something fishy. Oh, never did say Marsau wrong as hell. How you gonna charge your own brother money? And you know what? That was dirty. This was what I want to talk about. This right here. That was dirty as hell. How you gonna have your own brother doing this mess? It's paying for it, and you ain't do nothing. That's dirty as they come. It don't get no dirtier than that. I swear it don't. It can't at that point. But yeah, y'all, thanks for watching. Had a great time with y'all. We out this nasty